Good afternoon, everybody. How are we all doing? It's been a few days, I know, but I've got a bit of a transfer news update to give you from Arsenal. It's looking like a couple of signings are coming in. One has been confirmed. But before we get into all of that, yeah, I apologise for the slow content and all of that. Man's in isolation now for the next 10 days. You know, coronavirus and all that shit. And my message to all of you lot is stay safe, because you just never know whether it could enter your household. I mean, let's be real, right? One dickhead is all it takes. You know, my daughter, she's 3 years old, she goes to nursery. Somebody at the nursery decided to still go to work even though they had signs and symptoms of it. Ended up getting tested positive, and then that of course meant that we had to then go get my daughter tested, and while we was getting my daughter tested, we got ourselves tested, got our results back. Both me and my missus, my pregnant missus, both came back negative, which is a good thing. However, my daughter did come back positive, so of course we are now in 10 days isolation. There is a possibility that we could also catch it. Man's been feeling a little bit unwell over the last few days, mainly tiredness, you know, struggling a little bit with breathing, and we're going to go for a test again tomorrow to see whether we got it or not. Chances are we probably have. But guys, listen, all that shit that the government talks about, how children can't get it or children don't really contribute to the spread of it, it's all bollocks. So just make sure that each and every one of you are staying safe, because trust me, you don't want this in your household. It's not nice. The only real good thing about it all is my daughter's all right. She's doing well. You wouldn't have even thought she got it, really, to be honest with you. Bit of a cough, but nothing major. So yeah, there's a quick update for you guys. I am going to bring a Southampton preview later on today, hopefully. I'm feeling not too bad today. Bit hot, bit sweaty, but you know, we'll get over it. We'll get over it. So let's get straight in to the transfer news. Arsenal. And this one is a bit of a shocker, really. This morning they confirmed that Matt Ryan, Brighton goalkeeper, or should I say he was the Brighton goalkeeper, has joined Arsenal on loan until the end of the season. And do you know what? I'm pleased about it because he's levels above Chocolate Fingers. Everybody knows who Chocolate Fingers is. Runnison, if you don't know. And to be honest with you, we needed to get a backup goalkeeper. What shocked me about it is Matt Ryan has been a mainstay in the Brighton team up until this season. I personally don't watch Brighton that often, so I don't really tend to take any notice. And I was a little bit like, well, he's first choice goalkeeper. What are they letting him go out on loan for? But in actual fact, he has been left out of the Brighton squad for the past 7 games. He fell out of favour. They've got a new goalkeeper who's doing pretty well in goal. And Graham Potter said that he was open to letting Matt Ryan leave and go and get some first team experience. I don't think he'll get much of that at Arsenal. It's quite obvious that he's going to be second choice to Bernd Leno. But at least now if Bernd Leno does get injured, we know we've got an experienced goalkeeper who can come in, do a job. And yeah, it's pretty pleasing. He's made 121 appearances for Brighton and kept 27 clean sheets. 28-year-old Australian international, of course. And, you know, you guys who watch the Premier League, you guys who watch Arsenal all the time will know exactly who Matt Ryan is. It is a loan deal until the end of the season. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think? Is that good business by Arsenal? Matt Ryan, you know, I think he's all right. I think he's not a bad goalkeeper. And to get him on loan, you know, at least we know that we're not going to, you know, we're not just gone and bought a goalkeeper for, you know, 10, 15 million pound that might come in and be good, but might come in and be crap. And that's the mistake that we made with Runarsson. After joining Arsenal, Matt Ryan had this to say on Twitter. He said he's buzzing to be signing for the club that he grew up supporting, and he will give everything to contribute to Arsenal this season if he gets the opportunity. The manager, Mikel Arteta, said, "We know Matt very well through performances with Brighton in recent seasons, and he brings additional quality to the squad." Yeah, I would agree with that, especially when you think that your backup choice goalkeeper is Runarsson at the moment. So again, guys, let me know in the comments section, is that good business? Are you happy with Matt Ryan? I was shocked, personally, shocked. But I am pleased. You know, we needed a backup goalkeeper. There's no question about that. Moving on to the next player. Martin Odegaard. Real Madrid, number 10. He is 22 years old, Norway international. Obviously currently playing at Real Madrid. He's played 7 games, or featured in 7 games for Real Madrid this season. Not scored any goals or made any assists. However, last season he was on loan at Real Sociedad, and he played 31 games, scored 4 goals and created 6 assists. Young player, very talented. I can't personally say that I've seen too much of him, but he looks like a half-decent player. And as being confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, Odegaard was open to rejoin Real Sociedad, but when Arsenal made a bid, it tempted him. Martin has decided with his family to give priority to Arsenal. Arsenal and Real Madrid are now in direct contact to complete the deal, and Real Madrid only want a simple loan, which Arsenal are confident about. It's looking like that's going to happen. It's looking like it's probably going to be confirmed within the next couple of days. Again, guys, let me know in the comments section. Odegaard, what do you think? Is he a good addition to the Arsenal squad? Because it's looking like it's going to happen. Do you think that he could possibly feature in the first 11 for the rest of the season, or do you think he will just be like a backup to Emil Smith-Rowe? Also, as well, I didn't realise this until I researched it, right? But I want to know, what does this mean? What does this mean for Dani Ceballos? Because Premier League rules state that you can only take 2 loan signings at one time. Dani Ceballos is, of course, on loan at Arsenal. He's not featured very much this season. When he has featured, he's been crap. Just being real here. So that makes, of course, Matt Ryan, Odegaard and Dani Ceballos, that makes 3 loan signings. Does that mean that Dani Ceballos will be returning to Real Madrid? It's certainly looking that way. I would be happy to see him go back to Real Madrid because he is not good enough. It's as simple as that. Obviously, he's been here for a while now. He's done fuck all, and it's time to move on from him. And I think Mikel Arteta realises that as well. So yeah, there you go. Moving on as well. A bit of news coming out midweek again from Fabrizio Romano about Mustafi. Shkodran Mustafi could possibly be looking to leave Arsenal this window. Surprises me a little bit. I thought he was going to see his contract out and see if he could get a club on a free transfer. But there is talk that he could possibly be looking to leave this window. Maybe Arsenal are forcing his hand a little bit. It's looking like, if we bring in a couple of players, you're going to end up having to leave a couple of players out of the squad because we have too much of a big squad. And he will probably be one of them players. So maybe it is worth him leaving now before he's left out of the 25-man squad. He's been linked to Barcelona. Been linked to Barcelona for a while. Listen, Barcelona, if you want him, that's fine, mate. Wait until I've come out of my 10-day isolation and I'll drive him over to you. Yeah, just pay Arsenal, whatever you got to pay Arsenal, and I'll drive him there. No problem. Yeah. Also, Genoa as well have registered an interest in him. However, he has turned down Genoa because he does have ties to, I can't remember who Genoa's main rivals are now, but he does have ties to them. So there is no way that he would be joining them. Again, guys, let me know in the comment section. Dani Ceballos, should he go back to Real Madrid? Has he been good enough at Arsenal? Should we keep hold of him? Or should we send him back? And Shkodran Mustafi as well. Do you think he will leave in this window? Or do you think he will see out his contract? If so, would you be sad to see him go? I think I know the answer to that. A lot of Arsenal fans will say, nah, no way. And yeah. Now, of course, we are lacking in the left-back area as Kolasinac has left on loan and gone to Schalke. That happened pretty early in the window. We did luckily have a small injury to Tierney, and when I say luckily, I mean it's lucky that it was a small injury. And we had to play Ainsley Maitland-Niles at left back now. Although he has played there before, it's clear that we are lacking in that area. We've just got ourselves a second choice goalkeeper. It's looking like we're going to bring in a number 10 to cover if Emil Smith-Rowe gets injured, or possibly help Emil Smith-Rowe to fight for his place. Can we also go and address the left-back issue as well? Now, there are links with Ryan Bertrand. Ryan Bertrand, formerly of Chelsea, of course, has been at Southampton for a very, very long time. However, he is stalling on a new contract. He's apparently looking to move to a club that could possibly offer him Champions League football, or should I say, a bigger club. His contract expires in the summer. It would be difficult to secure his signature in the January transfer window, purely and simply because he is a mainstay in the Southampton team. Southampton are doing very well at the moment. And not only that, he is 31 years old, which I didn't realise personally. I thought he was a little bit younger than that. But again, guys, let me know. Ryan Bertrand, would you take him? If so, would you get the deal done now? And how much do you think it would cost? Because obviously we wouldn't be able to get him on loan because we've already got 2 players coming in on loan. So how much do you think Arsenal would pay for Ryan Bertrand? And also, do you think Ryan Bertrand would be the answer to our left-back issues? Obviously he would come in, he would be second choice to Tierney, no question about it. But then saying that, if we decide to play like a three at the back, Kieran Tierney can also play left-sided centre-back. I don't like seeing him there, but he can play there. And then you could also have Ryan Bertrand on the left as a left wing-back. Let me know in the comments. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Another player who has been linked for a very long time to Arsenal, and it's never really came off. We get linked to everybody, and we hardly ever sign any of them, or we go and sign players that we're not even linked to, funnily enough. This guy, Nicolas Tagliafico, Ajax left back. He's 28 years old, Argentinian. Obviously plays for Ajax. He was part of the team that went to the semi-finals of the Champions League, and of course they got beat by Tottenham in that. But he was part of the team that did very well in the Champions League that season. He has a contract until 2023. Not long signed that contract either. I think it was only about a year or so ago that he did sign that contract. And he would probably cost us upwards of £20 million. Again, very good player. I like the look of him, of what I've seen from him. But would he come into Arsenal and play second fiddle to Kieran Tierney? Do you think we could possibly go and get him? £20 million. I don't know. I can't see it somehow. But guys, let me know in the comment section. Out of the two players that I've spoke about in that position that could possibly come in and fill in, which one would you go for? Bertrand, Tagliafico? And I've got this guy to talk about as well. Another player who's been linked, another player who plays left back, Alexander Zinchenko. Good player, young player, only 23 years old. Plays for Man City. He's currently starting quite a lot of their games at left back, mainly because of Benjamin Mendy being so crap and also being so injury prone. Obviously, we know about Mikel Arteta's relationship with Pep Guardiola. Could Zinchenko be a possibility? He did go out on loan. I think it was either last season or the season before. Could we go and get Zinchenko from Manchester City? Would he be the answer? We certainly need somebody in that left back position. Can we get that done this January? And out of the three players, Zinchenko, Tagliafico, and Ryan Bertrand, if you had the option to go and get one of them, which one would you go and get? Let me know in the comments, guys. There we go. There is the transfer update. I'm going to get into a few of your comments. How are we doing? Right. Jamie says, I don't see us pulling off Odegaard, but I'm happy we brought in a backup goalkeeper. Yeah, good. Like myself, I'm pleased as well that we've got a backup goalkeeper. That was definitely a priority in this window. But I would say Fabrizio Romano, the big dog of transfer news, has confirmed that it's looking as though Odegaard is coming to Arsenal. So what do you make of that deal? Is that a good deal? What do you reckon? Matt Ryan has a worse save percentage last season than Kepa. Jesus, I didn't know that. That's mad. Well, let's just hope Leno don't get injured. The one thing that I will say is that he has above Runnison is he's more experienced. He's played over 100 games in the Premier League. He knows what the Premier League's about. Let's just hope we don't have to use him. But at the same time, it's better to have a backup goalkeeper who's of better quality. But thank you for your comment, Christian. Relentless, hopefully you're doing fine. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. It's obviously my missus that I worry about a bit more because she's pregnant. You don't want newborn getting it or unborn baby getting it. But there you go. Sonny, how we doing, Sonny? Brandon, stop complaining. I'm not complaining, mate. I'm not complaining at all. Like I just said, I'm happy. We've got a backup goalkeeper. I don't know much about Odegaard, so I can't sit here and say whether he's going to be good, whether he's going to be bad. Um, you know, we just have to wait and see. What I would say is this going to be good business? I don't know. It's one of them where we have to sort of wait and see. It's good business if these players come in and do well. It's good business also if, you know, we are only taking these players on loan and then we're going to go out and get better players in the summer. That's fair enough. Sonny also says, good signing, Odegaard. Usmanov, this one is in the midfield. Okay, okay. Shame it's not the Odegaard we want to buy the club. Rat Trooper, the Rat Army. Arsenal is still a big name in world football. Of course they are. Of course they are, mate. You know, we're one of the biggest clubs in the world. One of the biggest clubs in the world. There's no debating. We can attract players. I kind of just wish, that if we're going to go and spend £100 million on Jack Grealish in the summer, why not just do it now? Do it now. The season's been crap. The season's been crap. Teams have just dropped points, drop points, drop points. If we sign the correct players in this window, we could go and get top four purely and simply because everything's so tight. But we'll see. We'll wait and see, and we'll see how these guys are doing. I am glad to see that we have signed a couple of players, because I was getting worried. I was starting to think that, we're not going to buy anybody. And as great as it would have been to get rid of all these players on high wages, and yeah, it's great. But we need to think about the here and now, and that is we're 10th. It's not good enough, and we need to be starting to climb that table. But fair play to Arsenal, fair play to Edu, fair play to Mikel Arteta. They're getting things done, and I'll support them through it. But they just need to hope that these signings work out. We don't want another Danny Ceballos at this club, that's for certain. Brandon, this club pisses me off. The guy who played for Real Madrid, who played for Real for media attention, Mikel Arteta is going to be on life support when I sue. Sonny also says it's not looking good for Pepe and Willian. He can play on the right too. Robinson is going on loan because we need to let a player leave for the non-English limit. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it isn't looking good for Pepe and Willian. I don't know your thoughts on that, Sonny, but personally, I don't rate either of them anyway. Nicolas Pepe, I'd cash in on him in the summer. I don't think he's done good enough for Arsenal. I don't think that he is the answer. I just look at him and I think he's too left-footed. He's got the quality, but you just don't see it on a regular, consistent basis. And that is part of the problem with him. And Willian, well, you know how I feel about that. You can tear that geezer's contract up because he is dog shit. No, Ryan not included in 25-man squad as he has Scottish passport and classed as homegrown player. There you go. So that adds to the homegrown that we needed. So there you go. Celeb EPs is like Arteta both think they're model, but in reality they're just rejects from Barca and Real. Sonny, do a vid with Brandon. You two would be good together. I'd love to do a video with you, Sonny. Make some time and we'll get it sorted. No problem. You know, we both have different opinions on Arteta, probably different opinions on the club as well. So it'd be nice, you know, we could have a little debate. And yeah, I'd love to get you on, no problem. Hey Brandon, Mustafi used to play for Sampdoria, Genoa's arch rivals and city rivals. There you go. There's your answer. Yes, he did used to play for Sampdoria. You are right. So there's no surprise there why Mustafi would not leave to go to Genoa. But hopefully he can fuck off elsewhere. Caden says, we are the Gunners. Why are levels dropping? Why are we going for Bertrand? We should go for the best and only the best. Arteta out. Catch Edu lacking. Listen, I get told this all the time. It's a difficult window, January, to do business. You see it at the moment. Not a lot of teams are buying players. So, you know, it's fair to say that if he's coming in and he's going to be a backup, that's fair enough. You know, Bertrand is probably, well, he is levels above Kolasinac. So we are improving in that aspect. But is he the answer to the problems? Probably not. But it's looking as though we're going to do most of our business in the summer, which is fair enough. You know, the summer transfer window, I want to see Arsenal go out and spend a lot of money, or if not a lot of money, go and get some top quality players that the manager wants. And then we can really judge Mikel Arteta, you know. If he gets players that he wants and he still doesn't succeed, then, you know, obviously he's not good enough. But we'll see what happens, of course. Sonny as well says, I would take Ryan from Big Brother over Ainsley Maitland. Over Ainsley Maitland-Niles at left back. Sonny, what are you on? Versatile or not good enough? Kian, I hope you're well. Brandon, time isn't an issue. I'm happy to support you any way I can. A gal has my number. Cheers, Sonny. No problem. We'll get it sorted. We will get it sorted. I've just got to get over this COVID bullshit first, and then we'll be all good, mate. Caden, Sonny, you're a real one. Sonny is a real one. Big up to Sonny. That's why I'm in the mud. Oh dear. You lot make me laugh. Anyway, cheers guys for tuning in. There's the transfer update. And yeah, let's see what more business Arsenal can do. We have got 8 days left of the transfer window. But like I say, I'm pleased to see a couple of new signings. Because like I said, I thought we weren't getting anybody. But we'll see. Let's wait and see. Let's see what these two signings can do, and hopefully we can start moving up the table. Cheers for tuning in, guys. And if you haven't already, smash the like button and hit that subscribe button as well. Big up to each and every single one of you.